I'll see you soon. Candyman in his own other franchise. What do you know? Final Destination. Final Destination is another film franchise and the horror franchises that I'm doing this entire Halloween that I'm putting out for you guys. And this one kind of on the low totem pole, but it's still worth talking about it because we all seen these Final Destination movies when they came out. They're another one of the guilty pleasure horror movies you went to go see just because it was a Friday night. Just wanted to go see a movie, so let's go see Final Destination. Now, what's going to be the easy part about this review is that all the plot of the entire franchise is all the same. Pretty much, you have a young adult or a kid going into an uneasy situation, whatever it is, some type of uneasy situation. He ends up getting a vision of the situation, so it's gonna go disastrously wrong. People are gonna die. He ends up dying last. A kid comes out of the vision and warns everybody, warns at least 6 to 8 people. They get out of the situation. When the situation ends up happening anyway, people die and everything. Everyone died, but they lived, and now death's coming for you. Yeah, death ends up getting each one of these people, with the last person who ended up having the vision, he ends up getting last. And a series of elaborate death traps that just make you realize that the entire world is a dangerous place. And this franchise made me realize that Home Depot is a dangerous place. Yeah, there are like 1,001 ways to die in Home Depot alone, let me tell you. But, we're not gonna get into the acting of this, because like I said in my Saw review, the acting in all these horror movies they're all the same. Winning an Oscar in these you're not here to watch people win Oscars and see people you care about in these movies. You're here to see people die. All about the deaths. All about the deaths. Final Destination 1 starts off with them in the plane and everything. They're in the plane. This was kind of before 9/11, I believe. The kid gets a vision, plane's gonna blow up and everything. They get off and the plane explodes and everything. And all the kids are like, oh, how'd you know that was gonna happen? I just saw it. I just saw it, man. I just saw it. Stars the kid from Idle Hands. I loved Idle Hands. I'm not gonna review that, but he was good in this movie. He was crazy essential. That's what the person who had the vision in all these movies is. They're just whacked out of their mind. Or just when they saw that, don't know why they're chosen, why they see this. I think the one who was kind of the most cool collected fist, the one that was on Destination 5, he was the most level-headed. Probably because he looks like Clark Kent, a young Clark Kent impersonator. I'm just saying. Of course, like I said, everyone ends up dying in elaborate ways in Final Destination 1. I believe woman got her house burnt down. I remember a train was passing and everything, and the blade under the train tracks or whatever, blade kicked up and it just sliced the dude's face right in half. I think I got a clip for it. Check it out.
Oh, you will be! You're dead! You're dead! And you're taking me with you! Oh, shit!
Yeah, that was some brutal shit. At the end of the movie, I believe that dude got up, he was like, is it over? Who's next? And also, before the movie cuts off, you just see this sign just swing down, just go.
I told you were next. And it just skipped me. So who's next?
Oh, boom. Then we jump to Final Destination 2. The disaster ends up being a road, sad disaster. Big ass pile up and everything. This pile up was really grotesque. Like, this pile up make me like not want to travel on the road. If you didn't want to travel in the sky, the road wasn't much better because their cars were getting massacred, I swear. There were a lot of deaths in that movie and everything. I think my favorite death from Final Destination 2, I believe the impalement with the staircase. Dude slipped off the spaghetti and the staircase just came down, just went through his eye. And another death. I almost forgot about this death. It was the newscaster death, when that new van exploded and those barbed wire just flew forward and just sliced the dude in half. Just slices like his arm off, and that death was crazy. Then we jump to Final Destination 3, which stars the roller coaster death, and the roller coaster death really hits home. I think it really hit its audience marker because all the kids, the audience watching this movie, obviously go to amusement parks and shit, because they're all young teens and shit. Death on the roller coaster was really elaborate. People were dying, people were falling off the tracks. It was crazy. The deaths in that movie were really more elaborate. That's when the series got more elaborate with the deaths. I remember the first death was two twins, tits with the nice tits or whatever. They got killed in the tanning salon and everything. Girls go tanning and shit. so maybe we'll back up from that. Football player, he got killed with the weight just came down, just smashed his face right in half. That was nuts. Oh, and the most absurd death, the most gruesome death. When the two main characters, they jump out of the van and another vehicle ends up smacking their van. The engine from their vehicle comes out and just impales the van, just hits the back of the dude's neck. Oh my god, that was nuts. You know what? I'm gonna show you it. Watch this. Yeah, that was some shit. Shit, but not as much as the next death. The next gruesome death in this entire movie was the girl with the nail gun. Oh my god, she like slipped and shit, and she put her face back, and the nail just went. Watch the clip. I got a clip for it. Watch it. That was some shit that hurt me. That hurt my eyeball. Then we jump to the Final Destination, what you thought was going to be the Final Destination, but it wasn't, because we got Final Destination 5. So the Final Destination was actually like kind of the least on my totem pole, because the way it started off was it was a race car incident. You know, I don't go to race car events, so I'm just like, oh, I feel for those people, but I'm never gonna go to that shit. Can't really relate to it. I will get on a plane properly. I don't want to die. I'll probably get on the highway a lot. Don't want to die. I'll get on a roller coaster. Don't want to die. I can see a race car. I'm not really interested in that, so I'm not going to die. If you are interested in the race car events and shit like that, then you'll probably be like, I don't want to die. As people are getting massacred in the race car events, you know, like I said, all these movies are all the same in plot. They're all the same. It happens in the beginning of the movie, you get to see that, and the kid comes out of it, and then they get away from it, and then it happens, and people are like, how did you know that's gonna happen? It happens. Every movie is the same. Go to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But like I said, it's all about the deaths in this movie, and the deaths in Final Destination 4 were kinda, yeah. But then we got Final Destination 5, the latest one to come out. I don't believe they're making another Final Destination. They might. I don't know what they could do because they've done everything. This one, the first death actually starts off with a bridge and everything. The bridge starts collapsing and everything, and the bridge was actually really different. I was thinking to myself when I saw this movie, I was like, what can they possibly do next? What could they possibly do? And they're like, oh, there's going to be a bridge. I was like, oh, bridge. People go across those all the time. Yeah. Bridge collapses, death gets cheated out of 8 souls, and now we have our Final Destination 5 movie, which is exactly like the same as Final Destination 1, Final Destination 2, Final Destination 3, Final Destination 4. Just, they're all the same. I will say that Final Destination 5 is unique because it gives fan service to fans of the series, because it does tie back to the first one. You saw an in-depth look at how the plane exploded, because it does give a shot at the plane exploding, and that was some shit. And so Final Destination is a good horror franchise. I suggest you should watch it. You could watch it in your month of Halloween if you are into the death, and more death. That was all about. So I'm going to say that the film franchise as a whole, Final Destination, is a good time a few times. Once again, it's a good time a few times. Good time a few times. What's your favorite death at Final Destination? And all of them. What is your favorite death? Whatever it is, comment below. Let me know. And like, see here, and you want to see more? Click right here to see more. Bang!